Hey guys, welcome back. And yeah, let's see if the market's going to behave better today. Let's just make sure everything's working. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so let's see what we have. Alright, let's go to the big chart. Alright, so let's just turn back into this 5 minute quickly. I want to show you guys. Yesterday we've marked out this bigger target up here and yesterday's first fair value gap, so maybe that's where we're going to go today. All we got to do now is literally just wait and see. So let's just go back to the 1 minute here. News candles, this one over here. Alright guys, and just mark some point of interest out here. This is nice fair value gap as a target. Definitely something we need to keep an eye out for. Right, give me a second here. Let's make sure everybody is tuned in. Just give me a second. All right, so let's have a look at this. We're creating somewhat equal lows here. I'm not doing anything. There's a nice target up here. This is a good target. It's the news high, and it's right below that fair value gap, which is great. So all we got to do is just wait. Let me just look at this. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so let's see. I'm not going to take any trades here. If I really want to take a trade, I would like to see where are we. This is a low, maybe get a equal high there, come down, run these lows and then go higher, because we've got this target up here. So if we go through that, I might obviously look at going up all the way there. All right, let's see if there's the new first fair value gap. So far no fair value gaps that formed yet. So let's see. Let's just be patient for this. Alright, so for now there's nothing we're gonna do yet. We literally just gonna sit and wait. I mean, there's liquidity all the way down. Sorry guys, I need to switch these views. Okay, there we ran through those lows. Now we could run even lower here, and we could see price targeting this low. Alright, so maybe that low over there. So let's see if this is going to be the first fair value gap right here. We'll adjust it as we go. First fair value gap. Let's mark it out even if we go a little bit up. Maybe it fills the whole gap here. Let's see. Let's take it away. It's filled the gap, so no first fair value gap there yet. Alright, so all we got to do now is just sit and watch. Not try to take anything yet because, yeah, just give it some time. Alright, we're just going to sit and wait yet. Okay, let's see if we can see price go lower here. Alright, so today we are going to sit and wait for that real good entry and not try too many entries. Alright, so this is still that first 15 minutes after market open, guys. So let it breathe, let it do its thing and not rush into any trades here. Alright, so while we wait for this, let's just have a quick rundown on the bigger chart quick. Alright, so I think we could go down to this level down here, and maybe not this one because this level already took that low. This hasn't taken a low yet, so we were targeting these two lows here. We've got there, and yeah, for me, I'm gonna try look for buys here. The reason I say that is if we go lower down, we've got these highs, which is the news high. Don't worry about that. I'm waiting for the new. Let's just take it out. and this high is right below this fair value gap. Haven't filled the fair value gap, so that's nice magnet. This was yesterday's first fair value gap, and right above that we've got that other news event that's also lined up underneath this big block, which is a higher time frame fair value gap, hourly fair value gap or something. Alright, so for now I'm not participating in anything here unless I like this level down here, unless I get some sort of a nice entry here. But we want to wait for that first fair value gap to present, so let's just hang tight for now. Alright, so 9:30 started around here, so there's the low, there's the high. So we're pretty much in between for now. We've got 3 more minutes to go here. So let's just keep an eye on this. Pretty much cheeking up and down here. Right, let's just give it time to breathe. Right, so it looks like we want to go down to this levels. Could be the first fair value gap forming now. I'd like to take a sell there. This first fair value gap is going to give us an opportunity later to invert, test and go higher. So just so you guys know, that's what I'm planning. I think we're going to go down to this level. Let's just have a look at the pivots. Pivot right to the top here and maybe down to the bottom there. Alright. If we get there first, then obviously I'll cancel the trade. Then the trade's not triggered yet, so it's not the end of the world. But if we come up here, then that's exactly where I wanna target. So now it's pretty equal lows. So let's see. Keep an eye on this one. see if we can get there. This. See, 50% lines up where our entry is, so anything just above that, it's a nice entry to target this low, maybe to that, and that's what I'm playing for you. Okay, let's see if we can get triggered or get picked up somehow. Actually think we might spike in a little bit deeper here. Let's see if we're lucky getting an entry there. Do you guys think we're gonna test my entry and drop, or do you think we're gonna invert the first fair value gap? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Purple block here, that's our first fair value gap, if you can see it. I know the sell limit is in the way there, but hoping to see if I can get picked up in a short here to take it down. Okay, it gets close. Now it's creating some equal highs just below that first fair value gap, and if we run away now without me, that would be a nice target for later. Right, so remember what I said, if we're going to reach this target before we pick me up, I'll just cancel this order. for now, because we never got filled there. Don't want to risk something spike down and up and then sit with the wrong trade. I would rather look for some sort of a buy down here, but I'll be patient now because pretty steep downfall here. Could spike up, of course it can, but I think this trickle down, creating all this liquidity, would create some sort of a sideways move before it wants to go up here. Right, so as you can see, right to that level that I marked out earlier, and I think we could possibly see a pullback and maybe further downside here. And I think I'll jump back to this now. Let's just jump to sorry, this one. I just want to go to the 15 minutes. See if there's anything we're missing. Alright guys, so it's amazing because I know we've got a much bigger one there, so let's take that one out. Look at this. We've got this make it a different color. Yeah, we've been holding this fair value gap for a while now, for a couple of days, and creating all this liquidity. Yeah. So we could run all these lows, spike through it into this level here. I'll change it now, just give me a second. Let's take this off rather, into this level here. Spike through all of this, touch this 19,300, maybe 19, go through that, bounce there, return, then start running all of this liquidity, or start running some of these liquidities up here. So I would just keep them, keep it like this for now. And see what we do here before we go back. Oh, gosh. Sorry guys. Give you a better view without my face on there. Remember yesterday we've created a high, low, lower, high, lower, higher, low, and so on, and then through the night into the new day we went down, did not take this low out yet, refused to make higher highs, and now it looks like we want to sponge through this. I think this is going to be a critical level. I mean, if you really want to trade aggressively, you could place an order down here for that bounce, because this bounce could be very quick. It could be aggressive, move through it, touch, and close back in there. And maybe what we should do, let's go 5 and just put a buy order there. See if we get that reaction. Okay, so while we wait for that, I mean, I think this low is already taken a low, so I'm inclined to think this will hold. If if we smash through it and go lower, then so be it. Pretty straight drop down. Let's see if this actually will work. Come there, run back up, that type of thing. In my mind, if we're right, drawdown should be close to almost zero here. The reason why I'm expecting some aggressive move, taking all the sellers out or the stop losses out here, is to tell people we're going different, grab all the breakout traders and then immediately pull back, trapping people in their positions. Guys, obviously this is not financial advice. This is just for journaling, educational purposes. So I'm using a paper trade account for this, and so this is not a type of trade I would just take blindly. I'm just trying to follow a pattern or a story here, and hopefully it plays out as such. See, if we got that push even a little bit lower just to pick me up, I would have been close to a take profit pretty soon now. Right, so let's see if this candle can instigate that push down and then pull back. Or will I be completely wrong and then just slice through it and run slower? Pretty close. Would be nice if we had that now. Guys, in this Nasdaq currently, last couple of weeks, few days, there's a lot of buy side. I mean, this is just a 15-minute but we've got buy side even higher up. So I'm not saying we bullish right now, and hence I'm only trading lower time frames to try to get in and out of positions quite quickly. But I do think if the tide is turning to a bullish scenario, it's going to be a lot of good targets, good profits, and then that's the time for you to scoop if you know what you're doing. So I'm going to close that, and the reason being is I wanted to see that before it starts pulling back into that level. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, go back to my view. As you can see, we're back into that bigger fair value gap, and let's go back into the 1 minute here. Into this little gap here, so also inverting this. Now we just need to be careful so we don't get caught on a steep downtrend with an inversion, which we haven't closed yet. 3 seconds. That is a bullish move, but it could also trap us and go lower here. Key thing with this is not to just take, fair value gaps and that randomly. This could be a valid IFEG. And that would be a nice target up there. Oops. Oh, too late to this one to target this up here. See if we can get some sort of a pullback here. Just gonna take it there. Try to target it up there. Now we're just gonna have to be very careful with this trade. I want to see this pin back here and go boops down. Okay, so inverting this little gap here. Right, so now the question is, are we going to get this push up to this first fair value gap, or are we going to screw around to go lower? see this high get taken out with a close above that. Dollars give us some momentum here. Only problem here is the last swing low is down here. So if I had to put my stop loss here, it wouldn't make sense, right? So I will manage this manually. And I mean, we could come all the way down, run this low to then go higher. But if we close above these highs, I would put a stop right here, and hopefully we will hold it, go higher first. But for now I need to see something close above these two highs. Go on. Right, so pushing up, going sideways here could potentially spike lower and then continue higher. Saying that to that, so this is pretty much in line with the IFEG again, going to that midpoint there and then hopefully bounce from there. That's exactly what I thought it's going to do. It's going to go there to the IFEG midpoint and then bounce from there. Right, so I took a $100 loss there because I want to see what's going to happen. Yeah, it didn't get me to this. Maybe it runs now, but we literally missed that 50% there. Oh boy, I should have just stayed in it, but it's fine. I wasn't confident there, so I'm down $30. Yep, it's only $30. Alright, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, well, let's see if we can get the in here on this move. Boom, boom. Little gap there, spike pick us up, and then try to take us to the moon. Alright, so that if we break this high, I'll see where I'll put my stop. Okay, so we look like we want to go there. Go close higher. That's it. Remember, there's some equal highs here within this first fair gap. We might just smash through it to start going for those other liquidities. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep it here. And what I want to do here is put my stop at break even. So I'm at break even now. Hopefully this black candle holds price, so the swing point should be fine. There's a perfect example for, you know, trading fair value gaps. Right, so we ran down, we didn't get a nice entry there, so we missed it. Rejected aggressively, closing above this, forming a fair value gap. In that fair value gap, that's where we want to enter and get some sort of a reaction there. Not out of the blue, but because there's equal highs right underneath this fair value gap. There's some targets here. So we could see us smash through this. If we break through this, I'll wait for a test. I'll most probably then enter again. Or what I could do, I can move it right there. What I then do is I'll see what price does here. Let's sell one here. Let's take one off the table, just in case we want to reverse. Then at least we can secure $1,500, half of it. Right, so stop is at break even. We taking half the position off here and expecting the other half to run up to that high. We could even see price going higher, and while we wait there, this will move sideways, manipulation, and then acceleration to the upside. And then if we can get through this fair value gap, we can start targeting the highs from yesterday and see if there's opportunities for us there. And obviously see if we can take some trades along the way. There's no real swing lows here yet for me to put my stops, move it up here, so for now we'll just wait. Maybe we'll get it on this first fair value gap where we break through, test it with a swing, and then we can move it up there. Okay, so we've taken half the position off. Gave us $1,600. Now we want to see what price will be doing. Like we said, smash through it, and now we want to see it close above it, come and test here, and then run higher. Guys, if you haven't yet, obviously find value from this page and like my page, feel free to like this video. It helps for YouTube, and and it obviously motivates me to do more of this. I mean, if you really look at this trade, guys, we literally took one trade. If you had taken a $50,000 account through a prop firm, and I know your profit target is about $3,000, and you could close your position here now because you took two trades and you're right there. But you can always, on a trade like this, scale it down to break it down into different trades, smaller trades, and still get to that profit target in one trade. So you don't have to go and trade every day to pass these challenges. I think if you wait for the right opportunities and learn to read the market properly, you could take one trade, well, not one trade, because there's rules that you can't take one trade and do that, but I mean you can take the trade and break it up into 4 different entries, and and close it out as you go up, scale in, scale in, scale in, and hit your target, and that's done. Alright, so what we said here is try to break through this first fair value gap, make a pin, hopefully that hello holds. This next scan will break this high and go higher, then I can move my stop to there. And the reason I'm happy to put it there, if we do that, is because I don't see any fair value gaps here where price could come down to. If it wants to come down, it's got to come down all the way here. And we in a little gap. I'll show you guys. In this fair value gap now, just below this first fair value gap, and that should hold price and send it and close. We're looking for this candle to stay within these two gaps, and close above this black candle's high. I think at the end of the day it's good, it's important for you to just tell yourself ahead of time what you want price to do, because then it will create more confidence in your trades instead of sitting and say let's see what it's doing. And that's when you start doubting and see stuff that's not there, because the market will make you see stuff that will make you or prompt you to make the wrong decisions. So it's important for you to say, all right guys, this is what I want the market to do now. If it does that, that's what I'll do. If you see that, it's much easier to do that than to take action on it. As long as these bodies of these candles stay within that blue block and eventually go and close above that high, and I think we're good for now. Alright, so now we've closed above that. Now I'm happy to put my stop there, right there, and see if we can do this. I hope today's not one of those days where we're going to go to liquidity, turn around and then do some other crazy stuff down here. But even if we do that, I mean, we're managing our trade here, so if we decide to go lower, then you know what, at least you take some money out of the market. I mean, I could close now and take the bulk, but what if we go there? And trading is all about that, not to just take money when it's available. We did take money at a reasonable place, but now we're holding to see if we can get a nice bigger payout. If it doesn't play out, then the other thing you need to obviously look at now is you get a new fair value gap right here, and this fair value gap hopefully holds price and should not see price come down here to our stops. Nice one for those who took a trade and closed it, took some money. Nice trade. I'm just gonna sit with this stall because I think this blow should hold. This should just come and bounce in here and then see price going higher. And if it comes right through it, and so be it. So that reaction is a nice reaction, exactly what we expect. And now these highs, we want to see some nice move up in there. Guys, if you trade like this, you literally remove emotion. You feel like you're losing your mind, trying to throw your laptop out the window. And trading is obviously not made for everyone, and it's not simple, it's not easy, but it's also doesn't have to be complicated. I think as soon as you know what resonates with you, fair value gaps, liquidity, I can see it. I'm confident when I see it. I've got a, certain elements. If it breaks through those, then it's fine. Then I'm happy to be wrong, but I'll take money off the table by doing that. Like now, if it breaks that low, then it must stop me out because it might go all the way down. And but that's only going to come through training and practice, right? And not, I mean, I can show you this, but you're not necessarily just going to see it. Alright, so what did we do? Okay, so we did 2,790 profit so far. I'm going to take this off because this is still relevant, yeah? I don't know if I want to leave that there. I'm just going to leave this. I still think we can go up here. And what we're seeing form here is a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Nice trend line. If we go back up there, I'll take another long to go all the way up. But what I was going to say is you got to practice these things and know what you're looking for and know how it behaves around those times. Not random. Start trading randomly because it's not going to work randomly, because then it's like a casino. You're just going in a casino pressing buttons. That's not what we're here to do, right? Alright, so we've got this fair value gap forming here. Let's see if we can push through and invert this. I mean, why it went all the way down here, got no idea. There's no gap, no fair value gap, nothing here. I don't know. So I can't even give you a reason. All I know is below the 50% from that swing point there. We violated the swing point. Maybe that was just the... I'm not taking a trade here yet. Okay, I could actually... For solid trades, because this thing could quite easily go down because we went up, high, break. This could be a breaker here for price just to drop lower. Okay, so price stuck in that fair value gap, between that first fair value gap and the blue block. All my blue blocks are fair value gaps. Orange is IFVGs. Purple one is the first fair value gap. Pretty much stuck there. If we close below this, then we might, I don't know where, I mean this, then we could go back all the way here. But if we bounce up here now and close above the swing high, then I would most probably look for a buy to go up there. So guys, I'll be back online, for another live stream, later in the PM session. So I'm just going to stick around till 11 o'clock and then I'll move away from the chart and I'll see you guys then later again. So for now I'm still here, so don't run away. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'll be online again later in the PM session. obviously, yeah, I agree. I mean, the fact that it's been shifting down and it's holding these three candles here, it's holding price. That could send price lower, maybe back to this IFG and then back up. I don't know. Yep. And if you really look at this high here to there, that's nice equal highs again. These are all liquidity for maybe later. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got price, playing for time again. I would not take this trade personally, although I think we can go all the way to this IFG down here. I mean, it's not big liquidity sitting down here. Only liquidity is this high low, high low. I thought we are gonna go higher here. Now we're taking that out, and sensible place is to take this low out. But then again, I'm not gonna just put a buy order here and just try to buy it when it hits there. It's got to give me some good reason as to why we wanna bounce there. Back to our other chart. Maybe we want to go all the way down here to bounce in this little green area, which is a 15-minute little fair value gap. So maybe that's also something. The way I see it here, it's one push down, push back, one push, another push down, pull back, and then maybe see another push down here. And if I really had to be forced to take a trade, I'll look at that, just a bit above this 50%. as you can see, price is pretty stuck here now. But if we close below that, that will most probably accelerate into that hyperg. Remember, 50% is right up here. Like to see. Let's put this here. Okay, so there we. If we close below this now, that's a good chance that we would push lower here. Only reason I put this here, if we bounce here, it's pretty close to, it's in a premium zone from that swing point to down here. Maybe we're just going to close below it and drop quickly into this. Still holding price though. Might just see a big drop here. Boom. Not give us any entries. I would have thought, you know, when you see this spike, a quick push up to induce people that we're bouncing off here to go higher. And then you know, pin to it and then drop. Then at least you would have gotten your entry where my entry is here, and now it's just moving. So we in it to win it. See if we can get this push lower now. This low is the target. Come on, let's see if we can get there now. Oh. Fine to go and test that fair value gap though, which is now actually inverted fair value gap. I'm not hoping for a home run here, I just want to scalp so we can square the account. Come on, let's see, where are we with this account? 790 is to 10. See if we can hold price into that IFEG. Come on. Alright, I'm closing that trade just because we closed above that, so we could go higher. Remember what I said yesterday, we invert, oh, don't want to get stuck in that again. Gosh, killing me, man. Trying to get this trade done now. Let's make it $1,000. Okay, let's see if we can get $1,000 out of this stupid trade. Again, nice equal highs. Worst thing. All I need is take that low out. Come on. Give us the push. Come on. I know you want it. Just go and take it. Give me a nice quick push down. Quick one. Go now. So close. Gosh. You're literally right there. All you gotta do is just push down into that bloody thing here. Then it's fine. Then I'll jump offline and you can carry on with your shenanigans. Oh, it will be annoying if we see price go all the way and then come down. I mean, have you ever seen this in your life? Make a big button. Alright, come down now. Oh my word. Have you ever seen something like this? So I think I'm just going to close this trade because this is just going to ruin us. Alright, so we're back to square one. Can you believe it? So close, but just not going to get there. If it drops now, it will be, yeah, it will be silly. Amazing, amazing. I mean, you went all the way down there for what? To miss the liquidity. To then what? Go sideways again. Just miss liquidity and drop. Just miss liquidity and pull up. I wouldn't even take a long right here, right now. Push one, push two, push, come back, and then alright, well, basically, we're up $150, which is not bad. The only bad thing is we gave our profits back. So, hopefully in the PM session later, we can square that account. I mean, you don't have to do this in one session. I'm just showing you guys that what is possible. I mean, now we're sitting with this. Close above this. Might see price going up now. But I wouldn't trust it. Remember what I said with this thing, invert, 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 don't trust it, and then it does weird stuff. Maybe this thing comes down now, boom. Right, I've got 5 minutes left and I'm going to jump off. I just want to say thank you all for the here we go again, inverting again. Maybe it's going to go down now. I'm not even going to attempt it. There's a gap there, there's a gap down here, so we're going to invert this as well in order to go there, and then this is a target, so I don't know if we want to go lower. You don't want to invert here, enter here to get out here, so the risk outweighs the profit, so it's not worth it. Just enough to take me out, and then boom, we go to Neil's targets. He's out, guys. We can go down now. I used to take trades like this, take it here to get out there, and I get burned because then it pulls back and run up there, and you're like, what in the world? Even if you close it out there, you took twice the risk to take 1 times the reward, which makes no sense. And then I try to stop do that. That's why it's important to look for liquidity, like this one here. Try to enter here, but then you need equal lows or something down here in order to take it down there to define your risk. at this point, that's not what I'm looking for. This will definitely go lower here. See if we can get picked up there. Oh my word. Can you believe this, guys? Can you believe this? Oh my word. Like to see price actually drop here. Yep, that was not exactly what I said not to do, and this is what happens. This is what happens. Exactly what happens. I mean, we've got this very gap now, and that's the problem with this thing is you need to see this get inverted now. And your stop should be right there because you don't want to this is literally a stupid one-to-one trade. I do not take one-to-one trades, guys, but I'm holding this, I'm leaving this one on for you to see how a dumb trade plays out, because this is 50-50. I mean, the liquidity is on the upside, not on the downside. And the worst thing about this is to risk $1,700 to break even if you want to close your trade when it's at, you know, in the green. So one thing we can say, we've got a high, a low, but this low should have been lower than this. This thing could now take us out and then drop, or I mean, that was just stupid. This thing might even just bounce from this 50% and take its. Let's see if it's gonna give us that opportunity before it stops us out. Gosh. All right, let's call it that. Huh. Maybe we're lucky, yeah. Well, that's not why we're trading, to be lucky. We trade to make money and not do stupid shit like that. Right, I'm just cutting that trade there because that was just stupid. Alright, so we're 350 down for the day. If it goes down now, so be it. It's one of those things. I thought we are gonna just spike in here to go down. Obviously don't want to do that, so most probably just want to run down now because I'm out of my position, which is fine. That is not the type of trade we're looking to take. You never, if you look at this range, you don't try to trade within the range. You try to take the highs or a pullback into a discount zone to buy or premium. Of course, this thing will work out now because for whatever reason, but as a general rule, guys, you do not trade like this trade we took right here right now. Alright guys, I think that is it. Obviously we'll play out now nicely and then good for it, but I'm gonna sign off now. I think I'll be back at the PM session to see what opportunity we've got there. Yeah, so don't do stupid stuff like I just done. And yeah, let's keep it real. And thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back later, and if you want to join me, if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Take care and be safe. Bye bye.